Good evening, I am the Sandman. I am here to tell you a story. Tonight's story is called Driving Home for Christmas. The snow started falling at mile marker 237. Not natural snow. There wasn't a cloud in the sky. It fell in perfect spirals, each flake identical, catching the light of my headlights like shards of mirror. I should have turned around then, but Mom was expecting me for Christmas Eve dinner. You don't disappoint Mom on Christmas Eve. The radio had died an hour ago, crackling into static before going silent. My phone showed no signal, just an error message I'd never seen before. Distance increasing. The GPS was stuck in a loop, recalculating endlessly as the miles ticked by. I hadn't seen another car since the snow began. The highway stretched ahead, an empty ribbon of black in my high beams. But something was wrong with the road signs. Each one showed a distance that was greater than the last, even though I was heading toward my destination. Mile marker 237, 242, 256, 283. The numbers jumped erratically, defying logic and geography. The first duplicate of my car appeared around midnight. It passed me going the opposite direction, and I saw myself at the wheel, eyes forward, hands at 10 and 2. The other me didn't turn to look. 5 minutes later, another copy of my car passed. Then another. Soon there was a steady stream of my own car passing by, each containing an exact copy of me, all driving away from something I was heading toward. The gas gauge hadn't moved since the snow began, frozen at half a tank. The temperature gauge read 237 degrees, an impossible number that made my eyes hurt. When I tried to turn around at an emergency intersection, the steering wheel locked up. The car knew where we were going, even if I didn't. Mom called despite the no-signal message on my phone. Her voice sounded wrong, like it was coming from very far away or from inside my own head. "Where are you, dear? You're late for dinner. We're all waiting." "Mom, something's wrong with the road. The signs don't make sense, and I keep seeing, just follow the snow, dear. It'll lead you home. We're so hungry." The line went dead. When I checked the call log, it showed the call had lasted 237 minutes. More copies of my car streamed past, but they were different now. Some were damaged, crumpled, and broken. I saw myself slumped over steering wheels covered in frost. In others, the driver's seat was empty, the doors hanging open. One was upside down, wheels spinning in the air, and I swear I saw something moving in the shadows inside. Something that wore my face but wasn't me. The mile markers counted up impossibly: 347, 489, 756. The snow fell harder, each identical flake catching the light like a tiny mirror, showing reflections of places that couldn't exist. In them I saw glimpses of other roads, other cars, other versions of myself, all driving through endless nights toward destinations they'd never reach. My headlights illuminated a sign: "Home, 237 miles." But that couldn't be right. I'd been driving for hours, should have arrived already. The next sign said, "Home, 237 miles." Then, "Home, 237,000 miles." The thing that called pretending to be Mom called again. "We can see your headlights, dear. Just a little further. Keep driving. Follow the snow." Through the swirling flakes, I saw lights ahead. Not street lights or house lights, but something else. They pulsed in patterns that made geometry scream, forming shapes that shouldn't exist in 3 dimensions. The snow spiraled toward them, each perfect flake acting like a mirror, a lens, a window into somewhere else. That's when I realized the truth. This wasn't snow at all. They were fragments of reality, shattered pieces of space and time falling around my car. Each flake showed another version of this endless drive, another copy of me trying to get home for Christmas. And something had broken the universe like a mirror, creating infinite reflections of this moment, this journey, this trap. I saw the house up ahead, but it wasn't my mom's house. It was every house, all houses, folded into one impossible structure that hurt my eyes to look at. Hundreds of copies of my car were parked in the driveway, each containing a version of me in various states of frozen horror. Through the windows I saw movement, shapes that might have once been family members, distorted by too many reflections, too many iterations. The thing wearing Mom's voice calls one last time: "You made it, dear. Pull up to the house. Take your place with the others. It's time for Christmas dinner." I'm writing this on my phone as the snow falls harder, each flake showing me another way this story ends. In some, I turn around. In others, I keep driving until the universe runs out of numbers. In most, I pull into that twisted driveway and join the other versions of myself, becoming part of whatever exists inside that fractal house of endless Christmas Eves. But in this version, I'm choosing to drive off the road. The steering wheel fights me, but I'm determined. The snow that isn't snow swirls faster, trying to show me all possible futures at once. The thing that isn't Mom screams in frequencies that crack my windshield. If you're driving home for Christmas and the snow starts falling from a clear sky, turn around. If you see yourself driving the other way, don't wave. And if your mother calls to tell you she's waiting, hang up. Because some journeys don't end. Some roads don't lead home. And sometimes the price of Christmas dinner is paid in infinite reflections of ourselves, driving forever through endless nights, following impossible snow toward a home that was never there at all. I hope you enjoyed that strange little tale. Join me again soon.